Are you one of those people that are wondering if the way that you dress actually affects your life? Are you one of those people that believe that you should be allowed to wear and present yourself any type of way and there should be no consequences or no judgment? Well, this black man on BuzzFeed decided to put this to the test. And as you can see, his name is Pedro. And Pedro is 24 years old, or was 24 years old at the time of this article, which is in 2016. Okay? As you can see, basically Pedro is he's just a normal guy. Well, not I mean normal enough writing for BuzzFeed, but let's learn a little bit about Pedro though. Throughout my life, I've experienced a collection of microaggressions from employees following me in stores to women gripping their purses at the sight of me. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. At 13 years old, I was detained by the cops on suspicion of something I didn't do. Just the other day, a woman grabbed her child and hurried into a store to get away from me when I was walking around the block. I don't want to be another statistic and have my appearance be to blame for it. But I won't conform and change my appearance just to make people feel more comfortable around me. I dress myself exclusively to fit my mood, which is often laid back, something I can skate in, chic, or whatever. I'm curious to see how much of an effect my wardrobe choices have on my life as a young black man in LA. So, to find out, he decided to do a case study. For a week, he was going to dress up and then he was going to dress down and see how people treated him. You see the ground rules here, right? Must perform the same activities both weeks. While dressing up, I must have my shirt tucked in and wear a tie and or blazer. Okay? While dressed down, all outfits must be something I can comfortably sleep in. I will not expose my tattoos in either weeks, and I will not change my typical behaviors or act differently than I normally would. So this is him when he's dressing up, right? This is him when he's dressing up. Okay. Thoughts while dressing up. I felt pretentious, uncomfortable, wow, and embarrassed, especially because of the blazer. Look at this. This is a black man that's embarrassed for dressing like a man. A certain Kanye West line came to mind when he says, "So don't listen to these suits behind the desk no more. You ninjas wear suits because you can't dress no more." Okay. I softened my walk to mute the piercing click clack of my shoes. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I love that click clack. That click clack is some nice quality leather shoes. When it hits that that hard floor, yes, I love it. I love it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I love it. When you get you a nice pair of quality leather shoes, get you a pair of black Oxfords, oxblood loafers, penny. Tan double monks. I love it. I love the way that sounds when they walk when it walks on the hard floor. You know what? Yes, you can hear me coming. Come. Yes. But this is crazy that he had that it's so hard and that people feel this strongly about wearing suits, right? So, basically, he softened his walk. His belt had to constantly be adjusted, and on top of it, these pants were giving me a slight wedgie. Okay, so let's just take a look at this outfit right here, because before we move on, I'm going to tell you, this is why it would be in your best interest to either do research or hire a style consultant or an image consultant. Because guess what? They can help you do things to avoid this. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, he looks uncomfortable, right? He looks uncomfortable, but that's probably because he got the blazer off the rack. He's just, I mean, the pant, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm not, look, it is a step up, but I'm saying that just, when you really take a dive into the sartorial world, you learn that there's an accommodation for everything. There's an accommodation. And I mean, what can I say? I mean, he looks awkward. He looks awkward. He looks awkward. But let's look at what happened though. The woman who worked at 7-Eleven greeted me with a smile and instantly asked, "What is this for? A meeting or an interview?" "It's for work," I said, as I grabbed my change for the bus. She raised her eyebrow and subtly nodded. I've personally experienced that. When you suddenly change up, "Oh, where are you going? What are you doing? What you got going on today?" This was within the first 10 minutes, and I thought to myself, man, this is going to be an eventful 2 weeks. Bus pass, insufficient funds. But the driver told him it was okay. He was going to pay it. It said for lunch. He headed to BLD, an upscale lunch spot. Upscale-ish lunch spot. The service was cool. The service seated me at the front of the restaurant, and I received my order ahead of two gentlemen who were there before me. Walked over to Chase Bank, and the security guard not only opened the door, but also gave me a heads up about signing a wait list to be assisted by a teller. On my way out, after I asked him where the ATM was, he chased me down to inform me about the available parking, assuming that I drove, but I walked. Assuming that he drove. Whew. That's the power. That's the power of dressing like a man, people. When he dresses like this, I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. There's nothing inherently wrong with it. But let's see what everybody else thought. Let's see how he felt about himself. He felt much more comfortable in his hoodie and sweats. I didn't have to worry about the click-clack of the dress shoes or if my belt was in its proper place. An anti-suit 04 Kanye West would be proud. What do I always say about black culture? Let's look at what he went through. I saw the same woman at 7-Eleven, and she only asked if I wanted my receipt. There go the change, just right there. The bus pass again had insufficient funds, and the driver didn't move the bus until I put a quarter in and began to pay the fee. It was then she told me I was okay to go. So I still got to save my change, but it was slightly different this time. That's the power. It's the power of dressing like a man, people. Went to the same spot for lunch. Was greeted by the same server. This time he looked towards the back of the restaurant for a place to seat me. Ended up seating me he ended up seating me in the front, coincidentally, by the cash register. Received my food fairly fast, and he asked me if I needed hot sauce. Ha! Asked me if I needed hot sauce. Then added salt and pepper. I caught him looking at me in his peripheral during my meal. And Chase, the same security guard, only greeted me with the head nod. Nobody assisted me as I walked in, and after sitting there for several minutes, the teller who helped me last week was walking a client out, and after passing me a couple times, he finally approached me. Wow. Now let's look at this. This is a decent outfit. Decent outfit. But again, I mean, there's some things like tie length. I mean, whether you want a button down shirt, Oxford cloth button down shirt in this scenario, or whether you would just want an actual dress shirt. But like I said, these are things that a lot of people just don't know, because guess what? As black people, they don't show us. They don't show us. They don't tell us. A lot of people do grow up never knowing these rules. And like I said, this is definitely an improvement over the hoodie and sweats. But this is why I created my book, The Art of Dapperness, because there's so much information and it can be overwhelming for somebody who doesn't know about these things. It can be overwhelming, and I get that. So what I did is I took all the research that I had to go out and do for myself and compile it into a digestible booklet for your consumption. And this first volume focuses on the suit. Now, when I say that the sartorial world is expansive and ever growing, but this book, The Art of Dapperness, Volume 1, the suit, will get anybody, any newcomer, will get you started into forming a timeless classic wardrobe that you will be able to take with you in principle for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. All the opportunities, all the attention. We just saw how this man was treated differently from his own words. But it's a lot. And if you don't know what you're doing, then yes, it will be uncomfortable. It will be uncomfortable. That's why I made this book. Because I want to help people. I want to help you. Because guess what? As a black person, your image matters. It matters. It matters. And the way that you interact in the world, a lot of you are so focused on a lot of these concepts and principles, when in reality, certain things that you do 100% can affect your outcome. 100%. So make sure you go down to the comment section. Check out the book. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, it's your life, and it's your life. And I know, and I truly believe that you guys want to do better and you want better outcomes. I truly believe that. So I like I said, I'm providing you with this information. So, like I said, just check it out. Just check it out. Down in the comment section. Like and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.